as it would have been done in the 15th century. We have 4 knights here for you today who will be jousting. These are the guys you see in full plate armour, obviously getting the feel of the arena at the moment. You'll notice that the gentleman further down the arena also wearing armour, but in a rather splendid gown just there. This is the marshal of the tournament here. It's his job to act as like the umpire and make sure the rules are observed. There are strict rules and strict etiquette within the rules of chivalry and how tournaments are done. So you see here we've got this specially constructed tilt yard, fence down the middle here, which will divide the two sides by which the knights take place. So tournaments started in the Middle Ages obviously as a practice for war. In the early parts of the Middle Ages, tournaments weren't about jousting. They were quite often about roaming over the countryside, almost in mock balls. A bit like reenactment today, I suppose, in a way, really. Except it was reenactment with real casualties. You might do blunted sports, but people... Okay, so a couple of moments. The first contestants will be between Sir Alex, as you see coming down the tilt yard, and Sir Dominic, who's just going to have his shield fitted at the other end. These guys that you see here have come from across Europe to be here this weekend. We have knights here from Holland and Germany, as well as here from the UK. Now, the armour itself could be adapted for tournaments. Often knights would have multiple sets of armour or a set of armour. You could have different pieces taken off and on depending on what you were using it for. So you have larger plates, you offer more protection against lancers for jousting purposes than you might need in terms of the kind of flexibility and what was comfortable to wear if you were using it in battle, for example. Jousts by the 15th century were becoming increasingly rare. They would be often held at royal courts and palaces. In terms of town like this one, we have no record for joust for being Peterborough. So this is a first this weekend. And in fact, the last time we can find that a joust was done in a town centre in England was in 1467 at Smithfield in London. Joust done for King Edward IV. So what you're seeing here this weekend is not only a first for Peterborough, but a first for England in about 500 years. That's something we should all be very proud of. Okay, so looks like Dominic going. Here we go, first joust. Ooh. Both points, both there, seem to have missed. No points. Believe me, when they hit, you will be. Two knights will change ends here, salute each other on the way down. This, of course, is very sportsmanlike way of behaving. These guys, I suppose, if you like to think about it, are, you know, the sportsmen of their age. The squires and assistants that you'll see here in the arena are there, almost a bit like a pit crew in a Formula One. Oh! Both sides strike.
Right behind the big ball. No, it's right in the way of where they clash. Oh no! You get a shot.
Yes, also you're whipping up the crowd there. Give them a big round of applause. Obviously a bit of a show off this one. Okay, both stroke the lancers, both hit the body area, both are awarded 3 points. Okay, so next Sir Joran against Anand. Please give a round of applause, they're coming in next. See here these splendid crests on top of the helmets here, of course. Real way of showing off, as well as identifying the knights in question. Here we go.
And again.
Oh!
No, not a chance. He just sat right directly in the way of the tag.